Good morning and welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading channel. I'm going to do a little bit of a garden tour update. I actually was out here starting to pick tomatoes and it's very crowded in there. The tomatoes are going crazy. You saw the video, I'm sure, all things tomatoes, and there's going to be a green bean one here posted shortly before this one. So you'll see what I've been doing in that area, but I haven't been out in the garden in about 4 days, work and other obligations. So what I'm doing is I'm going to give you a little bit of a garden tour to show you some of the things that I am happy with or not happy with and see how my garden is doing. Hang on, I'm going to switch you around. Okay, our tomatoes. Tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. As you can see, I've already started picking them. It looks like some of them's trying to dwindle out, but as you can see, it's like a tunnel crawling in there. I'm literally crawling through it. Same thing with these guys. Woo! Lots and lots of tomatoes. Oh, I think I just booted Stash by accident. Here are some of our beefsteak tomatoes. They're getting bigger. We're gonna show those to you in a little bit. My cabbages, they are kind of getting eaten up by worms, but they'll be fine. I'll just pull them off here shortly and get them in the basement. Okay, got out of the jungle right there, but our tomatoes are doing phenomenal. So are our cabbages. Now, I started pulling down the broccoli. And this is what we're coming up with. It all went to seed. And we have these pods. This is where the seeds will be. We'll let them dry. I'm going to plant something for my fall crop in this area. Probably just some spinach, and I want cauliflower. So our okra is doing amazing over there. Been picking off little pieces here and there, put them in the fridge. And just posted a video yesterday about my pickled peppers, and they are growing amazing. They are loaded again. Oh, wow, my tomatoes are just coming on crazy. Peppers are a little slow. Say good morning, Stash. He says good morning, but it's telepathy. Oh, I'm going to walk through some of this. This is my purple amaranth that is a volunteer plant, and the bugs love it, so they leave my plants alone. Whew, I don't know which way to go. Everything's grown up. It's been raining here a little bit every night. The other day we got a whole inch. This I am going to rip up here soon. This I thought was going to be a Brussels sprout plant, and you know what? Looking at it, it might be. But the bugs are really loving it. I need to get this area cleaned up in here because I'm going to do and extend the season and grow a cat called Stash at the moment. But I'm going to extend the season in one of these areas, actually two of them. I have two small greenhouses I can pick up and move down here. And I want to plant some, like I said, cauliflower and some spinach. But I also want to extend the season on some of my tomatoes. Maybe cucumbers, not really sure. Definitely peppers. But these are my cucumbers. These are the second set that I planted. They are doing really well. I'm going to zoom you out. I'll have to get in here. When you're not out here in 4 days, this time of year, everything goes crazy. You're just tripping over everything. My cucumbers are growing into my potatoes, which are needing to be dug up. I've been digging up the potatoes here and there. The okra is busting through into the cucumbers, which is fine, and the cucumbers is doing the same thing to them. Sorry, I'm walking and bouncing a little bit. This one is our volunteer corn plant. The only thing that I had planted was the Country Gentleman, and this one will be saved as seed for sure. I have them marked because I have two of them. This one right here also. They are definitely getting ready to, they've tasseled. The silk has turned. Oh, the silk has turned brown, so I let these guys go to seed, and we will have some seeds for next year. The purple amaranth I have let come up and do their things. Our Jerusalem artichokes, pretty amazing. They'll be, once they flower, they have a cute little, it's not real little, but it looks like a black-eyed Susie or a very small sunflower. Sweet potatoes. No, I can't sing, sorry. That's these guys. They're doing really well. The vines have started going into the corn and up into the potato plants. It looks like I have a lot of weeds because right now I'm just letting the potatoes do their thing. Just letting the ground grow, do what it wants to. And then I'm going to end up digging up the potatoes this fall, and all this will be taken out, and I'll harvest a purple amaranth. I'm praying, I'm hoping, and we'll have grains. This first planting, yeah, we're going to be picking this soon. Lots. Everything's turned brown, the silk. Did anybody ever smoke that stuff as a kid? Because they thought it was cool. I'm not going to admit to it, but kids do stupid things. My bean patch, I've been picking beans from it. They taste really, really nice. Great. Been mainly canning. I need to actually do some fresh cuts for us. Just been so busy, I haven't even had a chance to hardly really cook a whole lot. The second planting of the corn has started to tossle. Woohoo! This garden is doing great. It's amazing. I am thankful to the universe, God, whomever you choose to praise, for the rain that we have gotten when some of the other homesteaders have not gotten any or have gotten too much. I still have one, maybe two of my crookneck squash plants here growing. Oh, I see a little crookneck back there. I'll be picking that one soon. My pepper plants. These are my cayennes. And yes, they're starting to really fill up. And in the pepper video, I'm sure you saw how many of the yellow peppers that I had, the banana peppers. Bell peppers still are not coming on. Jalapenos, they are just non-stop here. It's amazing. I pick them and they're back the next day or two. I just broke that one off. Bad. I'm going to turn around here. I know my garden is not neat, pretty. Even though I have the black cloth down, I still allow some of the weeds to grow. Believe it or not, I do pull a lot of them out. This right in here is our cantaloupe patch. These little daisies draw the bees and other pollinators like crazy. I'm not even sure. They come up as daisies whenever I go to look to see what they are. If you can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We have cantaloupes down there growing. I'm not going to track through these because I know I don't have any ripe, and well, maybe I do, but I'll make you seasick if I keep trying to drag this thing through there. We also have watermelon down there that could actually end up being ripe. Now this was one of my squash planting rows, and the daisies have come up. Squash did not do good this year. Butternut squash is pretty much, I don't know, they're dying off. No idea why, but I'm going to get in there later today or tomorrow. By the way, it's only like 60 degrees here. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. But these are two of our butternut squash. I'm letting them just finish doing their thing, get ripe, so I can store them for this winter, which is not going to be a whole lot, but it will be something. Am I going to feed myself all year off of these? No, but that's why I have plenty of sweet potatoes. Why I also have different types of squash that are growing, which I'm not going to try to take you down through there. But we will make it. Squashes are still growing through here, kind of taking over. what I have right here are our peas. These were our sugar snap peas that I've decided to just let go. I am going to let some of them go to seed. But this little babies down here, I'm going to pick these guys, and I might have some fresh peas with my pork chops tonight for dinner. I cannot believe how much this garden has taken over, and the type of food and the amount of food that I am removing from it and eating it fresh and canning it. I'm preserving it also. The other day was the last day I could go berry picking around here. Everything's pretty much dried up. Not really worth going out picking the few that I got the other day, but it's all right. My pretty little mums still have those, but some little daisies have taken up. But we are getting massive amounts of rain. It's keeping everything going. However, the rain is kind of preventing things from ripening as soon as I'd like them, but that's all right. I'm going to try to get you over to the watermelon plants. Hang on. So, but if I don't want to jiggle you too much, but that's usually what I end up doing. So I'm going to shut you off for a second, and I'll be back in a minute as soon as I find the watermelons. So we're going to bring you up here and to look at the onions too. Now, these onions, they fell down. They are starting to dry off. I could pull them out, but I'm trying to give them as much time as they can to grow. And Stash just jumped on my back again. So I'm walking like the hunchback. But those were the ones that I started from bulbs. And that's a flowering plant. It gets a pretty flower at night. Oh, here it is. It's kind of, one's died off. It's kind of like a moonflower. And no, I did not plant that. But some of these bulbs are actually starting to make a decent sized onion. This first year I've really had some good luck with onions. So now these down here are the ones that I started from seed. Sorry, I'm trying to get a cat off my back without hurting him. I am amazed. They're thick. I don't know how good the bulbs are, and they smell really good out here, or how big the bulbs will be, but let them grow until I have to pick them. I might leave one or two of these guys out here so they'll come up next year and will end up giving me some seeds, because onions are a 2-year seed plant. You can grow them, let them die back, they'll come up the next year, and then the following year, the second year, they will actually, once they get ripe, they'll actually put a seed pod up on there, and they are very pretty. And of course, my purslane. More tomatoes. As I'm tiptoeing through the daisies, these wild little flowers, I think I might have found the watermelons. So I'm going to switch you around and let's start looking for the watermelon. So we're on our hunt. Lots and lots and lots more peas we have there. And here's the watermelon. Some of the plants have come clear down here. And the watermelons are like 2-3 rows up. And each row has 4 feet between the cow panels. But it's growing. Oh, here's another squash. I have yet to figure out what that is. But it's growing really well. Maybe I spoke a little too soon about finding the watermelons. But let's look to see if we have anything growing in here yet, so we can determine what type of squash plant this has been. So far, nothing. But we'll see. Well, that watermelon or that squash plant's even continuing to grow over here. So I might actually end up with some good amount of something growing. I'm hoping it's a good winter squash, whether it be acorn, the buttercup, the spaghetti squash, or the buttercup, acorn, the butternut squash. Those are the ones that we actually like the best. They're the biggest, so they serve us for at least one meal for 3 of us. Plus, they will serve for lunch for my husband and or my daughter, or even me, whoever decides to eat them. Here is a big watermelon. Oh, this one's going. I'm pulling it. But these watermelon plants are growing like crazy. These that I planted were Crimson Sweets. Don't think it's quite ripe yet, even though pumping. Somebody said that if these guys start to dry up, that's when you know they're ripe. I tried that last year, didn't work. That's all right. We'll figure it out. But not when I'm holding the camera. There's a little even baby one. So we'll have a ton of watermelons again this year. Give them away, eat them. So this is our little garden tour for the day. Just thought I'd share with y'all. We have some volunteer tomato plants that's coming in here too. More banana peppers. So I'll be grabbing those up. Don't know if I'm going to pickle more or if I'm just going to start freezing and freeze drying these things. So tell me what you would do with them. Oh, hey, there's another watermelon over here too. This is in the peppers. So I think I'm stepping on little volunteer tomatoes. Watermelons always seem to do really good in here. It's crazy, I know. It's just grown up. It's all together. It's really hard to walk through. My daughter came out here looking for me the other day and literally could not find me. She had to come all the way into the garden looking for me. She's like, you really couldn't see you. But that's all right. It was kind of nice she was looking for me. So how is your garden doing? Let me know. Is it growing? Is it dying? Are you one of the lucky ones like I am, where everything is propagating and growing and producing? Or are you one of those people that's not doing the great because your area has flooded or is too dry? Please leave a comment. Let me know what's going on in your area, because somebody might see it and maybe be able to give you a tip to help, or I don't know, send prayers. So just let me know. But if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. I do enjoy doing these videos, and if you like, it helps get these videos out for more people to see. So, Charlie B signing off, just a little garden tour.